Okay, this is a joke based on uh, Bob Dylan's "Blowin' in the Wind." Uh, okay, I made this up a few years ago. I was trying to make up for lost time, but unfortunately it wasn't the month of May, so it wasn't May Cup. I don't know what month it was, but if I had a donut, I could say a donut no, but the donut went to the opera and became Donatello. Anyway, all that to say this. Okay, there was this one guy, he had a flea circus that wasn't making any money. You know, buy one, get one flea. Anyway, so he must have read Pericles and he's ended up with the golden fleas. But anyhow, it's a flea circus, you know. So what he did was um, he resorted to a life of crime temporarily. I think he stole some candy from a kid and ended up in jail somewhere. And he was sitting there saying, I wonder what I'm going to do now. He saw this little ant crawling across the window. And he remembered seeing the movie starring, I forgot his name. How could I forget his name? Anyway, but that's because I'm getting older, see, the beard. Anyway. So what happened was, he remembers, he says, wow, I had a flea circus. Well, that's what I do, you know, so I think I could train the ant. So he trained the ant to sing and dance, you know. And, you know, wow, it took like a couple of years. You know, well, maybe it took 2 weeks. As they say, 2 weeks is own. That's probably more like it, because there's already a cliche that describes that. Talk about blowing in the wind, huh? All right, lifted up a page. This guy was on a ramp one time. He put some paper on the ramp, a piece of paper on the ramp. He ended up with a ramp page. But anyway, I'm busy. I'm telling jokes here. All right, my time is limited. I got to cut this. I didn't cut my shirt, but I need a shirt cut. So here we go. All right, blowing in the wind. So what happens is, all right, what happens is he gets released. Are you ready to go? You're set to go, Jim. Well, what do you mean? I just walk through that gate, walk through the door, and bye-bye. But wait a minute. Don't I get like a bus trip somewhere or something? No, you've had it. So he goes out, walks out the door with his little ant in a little box, little matchbox. How you doing, Winfred? Everybody else too. That's what I was worried about. Hang on, we'll get you some food. Yeah. So they went on down the street, and he goes through this park, and there is this guy sitting on the park bench, and he has he has I just think of the second punchline for the joke. I haven't remembered that in about 20 years. Oh, maybe more. It's like this joke. I made this joke up back in 1964. So how long has that been, hon? 2 years? 64 to 2012?
Oh.
I guess so. It's been 2 years, because when you have two, you have two. See, you have 1 and 2. Live long and prosper.
48 years.
48 years. Well, let's divide it. You can divide 2 into that. Anyway, so what happens is he sees this guy sitting on a park bench, and he's got an attaché case that has the advertisement on it, Barnum and Bailey Circus. So he sits down to him and says, next to him, and says, I have got an act that you're going to be bowled over when you see this. Now, what you got here? What you got? He said. Well, you see what this is? And he says, he pulls it out, puts it on the park bench next to him. He says, yeah, it's an ant. And the guy said, yeah, but this ant can sing and dance. Oh, he can? Yeah, watch this. Okay, Winfred, go ahead. I forgot his name. It's like, I'm making this up as I go along, making the names up as I go along. The names have been changed to project the innocent. Okay. So, Wolfie's out. Oh, wow. He said, that's great. Listen, here's a contract. Let's sign you up. Then all of a sudden, this huge hurricane comes by, you know. The man from the bar in Blowin is hanging onto the side of the park bench, out there like looking like a flag, the bar flapping in the breeze, and the other guy's hanging onto a tree stump. And it was all over. They're dusting themselves off, and the guy says, my aunt, where is my aunt? What happened to my aunt? What happened to my aunt? And the other guy from the bar in Bailey grabs this, like, some papers off the ground and stuffs it in the attaché case, and as he turns around to walk away, he says, the ant, sir, is blowing in the wind. And this is based, you know, on the song, because that song came out there, I think it was '64. So I was making up jokes like that, you know. What is the group that sang "Walk Like a Man"? Walk like a man. Walk like. I don't know. Anyway, they had "Walk like a man, walk like a man." So I made a joke about that. Walk like a man, but sing like a girl. You know, that kind of thing. And there was another one. Well, I can't remember offhand. This has gone on for 7 minutes, so I better cut this short. Hey, you got a pair of scissors? No, not that one. No, they disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle. That was known as the Bermuda Shorts. Anyway, we're out of here. Out of here and out of money. It ain't funny, but, well, hasta la vista.